Getting late. Didn't you mention that Mary would be coming?
No, she's locked up in quarantine. Again.
It's not her fault the health department keeps bothering her. Miss Abby just has a passion for cooking.
All I know is I'm getting sick of cooking for the patients. They're so whiny. It's too hot. It's too cold. I don't have any teeth. How about a thank you?
Well, that puts us in a spot. We need a fourth hand, and no offence, Medina, but you can hardly count out the cards.
None taken.
Don't worry, I extended the invitation. Our fourth hand should be arriving any moment now.
Right. Who's ready to lose everything that they own?
No!
Why not?
I have a strict no Sawbones policy on my off hours. You're lucky I let you come.
You got a problem with Eddie?
Besides the obvious, I don't want him knowing where I live.
Too late.
You know I can hear you, right?
The point of poker night is to get away from the doctors. How are we supposed to complain about them when one of them is sitting here?
I must say on this one, I appreciate a certain lack of sportsmanship in the sport, a kind of the criminal calibre.
That sounds like Mr. Ether.
Even so, we can hardly badmouth the man when he's sitting right next to us. That's just boorish behaviour.
Poker night's cancelled. Everybody out.
Listen, you're looking at it all wrong. He's not here as our boss. He's here as a mark.
Go on.
Look, I love Eddie like a co-worker, eh? But he ain't the brightest tack in the box. He's already halfway to the moon. 3 rounds, we can take him for everything he's got.
Welcome, sir. Can I take your hat?
Oh, thanks, Medina. I will need it to hide the cards.
We don't cheat at poker.
Sure.
We don't cheat at poker.
Oh, you were serious? Okay, sure thing, mate. On a straight level and a god.
already know Abby and Mr. Nide, and this is Miss Abstinence Mercury.
My condolences. Are those real?
Is your accent?
So how do you know this upstanding law?
I provide documentation for certain less than upstanding activities, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
That doesn't surprise me. Let's just say I certify the uncertifiable.
Oh, you're a forger!
I guess that's one way of putting it. I specialize in licenses. Monetary, marriage, medical, just to name a few.
She can read and write and everything.
She did me apothecary license. £2 for the post.
Would you like one? I could make you a physician in 20 minutes.
No thanks. I'll stick with the one I've got.
Says the man with half a degree.
May I give you some free advice? A whole bit to half every time. Suit yourself.
So how'd you get into that line of work?
Simple, sweetheart. I'm morally and literally bankrupt. But only one of those is getting sold tonight. So come on, let's see the goods. And here I thought you were just happy to see us.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, sweet talk Vera into giving me my paycheck early.
An advance on your paycheck? Are you kidding me?
Please, I need it for. I need it for.
Oh, you need it for drugs and prostitutes. That's what you need it for.
No, I need it for Eliza.
Yes, you're a prostitute.
Yes, look, I'm trying to be a good man, okay? She's about to have a family, alright? I need this for me. I need it for me family.
What can I say? That woman adores me. Before we get started, I have a technical question, and I think we should get this sorted now before it leads to problems later on. What's that? RT is bad, right? Are these good cards? No.
You're supposed to keep them a secret,
Why?
so you can lie about how much better they are.
Oh, right.
Raise to 5.
Cool.
Call. Call who?
That means you're agreeing to put more money in,
Well, you said me cards was bad.
but you can lie.
Right.
Don't splash the pot.
Boy, there's a lot of rules to this. You'd think it was chess or something.
Bold.
Rise to 10.
Fold.
Right, I get it now. Raise 20. I win. I've got 2 kings and kings are the highest.
Deux pair beats a pair.
Oh, you gotta check your monarchy then. The king takes all.
You liar, you ain't got nothing.
She said I could lie about what I got.
Abby.
Edward, that's a straight.
Abby Sinthe, how dare you?
Raise 10.
Rise 15.
Call.
Call. All reds.
Oh, don't take it so seriously, sweetheart. Some suckers are only meant for surgery. Less cerebral.
It's getting late. Maybe we should call it there.
No. One more round.
You're out of money, Edward.
And I want you out of my house.
Not quite.
Oh, that's not right.
Well, that's solid silver. And it came straight from me mum. It'll all be worth one more game, right?
Come on, we better get back to the hospital.
No. I don't know what cerebral means, but I know a challenge when I hear one. One more game. Unless you associates can't afford it. So, Cy.
Mr. Nide.
So, Cy. It's a nice place you got here. Very breezy. Prime real estate, really.
Check.
You know, it's a little surprising that you don't live in the house with the rest of us.
Check.
That's by choice.
Ah, so Vera offered to let you stay and you declined.
No, it never came up.
Huh. Strange. I mean, Vera asked Medina to move in, what, not 2 hours after Abby left?
Well, originally she offered me the attic, but it was a bit too drafty for the leeches.
So, Vera didn't ask you to move in at all then, Si?
No.
Well, I'm sure it slipped her mind, and not at all because she considers your job to be the equivalent of the trash man.
Check.
Check.
Raise 10.
Cool.
You know, Si, maybe you can answer me a question. You call yourself a resurrectionist, despite all logical judgment. But you're really not one, are you? You don't bring us any bodies. Lord knows we make enough of those of our own. You just take the old ones and cut them off to God knows where. You're really just a gravedigger, aren't you?
It's honest work.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Why go to all the trouble of advertising a criminal pastime if you're just an average, law-abiding citizen? Could it be because deep down you know that there's nothing really special about you, is there?
It's your call, Si.
Mr. Cy Nide. Had to add an A to be fancy. I mean, that's just sad, really.
Fold.
Call.
Anybody ever tell you talk too much?
Frequently. Now, Medina, darling, tell me, where did Abby get such a pretty locket?
I gave it to her, sir.
You? How did you afford such a thing?
I sold myself.
She advertised herself.
I put an ad in the post for me leeches, and some doctor ordered 15 jars. Nearly died from the blood loss I did, but I did it.
What a lovely, thoughtful, sentimental gesture. I am sure that Abby appreciates it.
Shut it, Aoife.
Well, don't look at me. You're the one who has to sleep at night. But I am sure your cards are better than mine. You've probably got nothing to worry about.
There's no way to tell what your cards are. You don't understand the game enough to bluff.
Tough call, isn't it?
It's your call, Abby. Let's move this along.
Fold.
Res 20.
Call. What's wrong, abstinence? Scared?
Of you? No. Oh.
Do you know what the odds of getting a royal flush are?
Damn near impossible.
Damn near impossible. Thankfully, all you really need is a 2-pair to seal the deal. Oh, that's betting I don't have a flush or a straight, or 3 of a coin, God forbid. Lord knows with 46 to 1 odds, it comes up more often than you'd like.
You smug bastard.
You know how to play?
Do I?
The whole time. You hustled us?
That does sound like me, doesn't it? Exactly the sort of thing a cad of a criminal caliber might come up with.
You bloody kidding me? You could have mentioned you knew how to play when I invited you.
If I'd have done that, you wouldn't have invited me. Now would you?
Merde. Couldn't win on your own merit, could you?
Oh, I do plenty on my own merit, abstinence. I'm a surgeon. Maybe not the best surgeon, but people know that if they come to me, their leg's coming off. That's the truth, isn't it? But not that you know anything about that. You draw up fake licenses for fake doctors and you turn a blind eye to the damage that they've caused. That's not fake. That's real people dead because they believed in your lies. Why? Because they were too stupid to know any better? Does that make you proud?
I just sell the damn things. She's the one who makes the bills.
Exactly. At least she makes something. You don't contribute anything to the world. If you die tomorrow, what changes? An empty seat at a poker table? Is that all your life is worth?
Miss Mercury?
I might only have half a degree, but half of the real thing is better than a full fake every time.
Miss Mercury, it's your turn.
Last call.
Cool.
Call. Well, I was always more of a chess player, can't win them all. This was fun though. Medina, pleasure to see you as always. Abby, thank you for the invite. Mr. Nide, lovely home you have here.
Take your cross and get the hell out.
Oh, if abstinence is okay with it. Miss Mercury, lovely meeting you. Have a good night, everyone.
Every day, I am tormented by the existence of those Sawbones. They haunt my dreams and turn my dreams into nightmares. What despicable acts have been committed on this earth to raise those louses from hell? They are the
flee on the head of humanity, and like fleas they must!
Must what?
Must flee!
So you do this monologuing thing a lot, huh?
It's that horrible nurse with the gun!
Her again. Nurse stopwatch.
What do I do? You're right. If I act strangely, she'll know something is different and expose their entire revenge plot to her knowledge. Good thinking, Mr. Narcotic.
Oh, I thought she'd be scarier. Oh yeah, so did I. Much scarier.
She is scary. She's threatened to shoot me in the face. I'm sure she's even broken into my house before.
Once or twice.
Ah!
Your back window's broken. You should get that fixed.
Did you break it? Thank you, Nurse Clara Form. Nurse Clara Form is the hound that is guarding those villainous sheep from the wolves of justice. We'll never get near them while she's around.
Oh, we can handle that, Doctor. Mr. Laudanum and I are experts in handling difficult people.
Oh, indeed we are, Dr. Cain. Even the toughest of people turn out tender when we're through with them.
Tried the subtle approach. Perhaps a full frontal assault is just what we need.
Oh yes, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few legs.
It'll be your funeral. I wouldn't go toe-to-toe with that woman for my entire fortune.
Clearly.
Behind that beautiful face is the sick, sadistic mind of a killer. She doesn't feel the things as we do. She's a cold-blooded fiend. She's a loose cannon, a precision sniper.
She can't be both, though.
Shush! Believe me when I tell you that nothing good will come of going up against Nurse Clara Form.
We just have to figure out what she wants.
Why did you become a nurse?
To help people.
That's a good reason.
It was.
What happened to your doll?
Exploding face disease. She got better. I found the cure.
That's good. Did you always want to be a nurse?
No.
What did you want to do before that?
Get acquitted.
I don't know what that means.
That's for the best.
Do you like being a nurse?
Well, all cleaned up, are we? Thank you, Nurse Clara Form. I'll see Miss Gardner to the door. Say bye-bye to the nurse.
Bye-bye, nurse.
Bye.
Feeling unfulfilled in your work is very common, nurse. After all, you devoted your life to the cure of exploding face disease. Now that you've assured the safety of so many people, where are the challenges in your life? The goals to strive for? There's always this sense that you could be doing more with your time, isn't there?
Surprisingly accurate.
I've struggled with my own bouts of professional fatigue. When I first got my assistant, I was overwhelmed with the sense that I could be doing more with my time, now that the fiddle of paperwork was out of my hands.
Oh, it's true? The thing was a nervous wreck?
I was. I wanted to find the cure to every mental disease, cure every patient. But all I was doing was running myself ragged with these hypothetical goals that I could be accomplishing. Now, I've decided to set my sights on one single goal and work on completing it.
Hypnotism? And this morning, she'd be clucking like a chicken.
Perhaps it's what you need, nurse. A new passion to focus your attention on.
I tried spontaneous combustion. Didn't work.
Oops. I'm sure one will come to you someday. One day it'll hit you like a mallet to the back of the head. Oh! Look at this lovely heart-shaped rock. Perhaps you could collect stones. That's a passion.
Dr. Heroin's traps for the postman are getting a little elaborate. Do you think we should have a conversation with her about that? I don't.
Oh, darn, that didn't work, did it, Dr. Cain?
No, unfortunately I didn't account for Dr. Heroin to be strolling about. What a conundrum, Mr. Londerman.
Well, perhaps we'd best postpone this endeavor to another day, lest we risk collateral damage.
Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter. Oh, are we still on for the picnic this afternoon?
Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. I prepared dinner with the wife before we left.
Oh, well, surely this won't happen again.
Oh, surely not. I only had one wife.
Frustrating.
Oh, yes. I think I feel a stress headache coming on.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we must focus, Mr. Laudanum. We promised Dr. Housing that we would deal with Nurse Clara Form, and we do hate to disappoint.
Oh, we hate it. But how are we supposed to get to her if that charming little alienist keeps walking into all of our lovely traps?
Oh, I've been pondering the very same question, Mr. Laudanum. Oh, perhaps we lay out a bottle of poison that reads, "Drink me."
Oh? No, we'd spoil her.
Oh, yes, we wouldn't want to sour her disposition. Oh, hello again.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Oh, yes, what a way to meet someone. Oh, I think it's best we be on our way.
Oh, yes, I believe it's nearly dinner time.
Oh, yes, do say hello to Dr. Heroin first, Nurse Clara Form.
Oh, toodaloo.
Who is that, nurse?
No one important.
If you say so. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Which is all to say, in a sense, the main theme of Nathan's essay on dialectic is
Something's not right about those two. What are they doing lurking in the bushes? Decent people don't do that sort of thing.
About time! Where have you two been all day?
Nurse Clara Form sought my professional advice, so we went on a stroll.
Great, fine. So you two have been gallivanting about the gardens all day, and I've been here doing all the bloody work. You realize we are patients, don't you?
I'm sensing some tension, Vera. Care to explain?
Oh, it's the bloody dentist I hired. It's been months now and they still haven't arrived.
What are we going to do about all those traps? We have to tell somebody. If it's not Dr. Heroin, then it's somebody else putting deadly traps about the hospital. What if one of us were to walk into one of those? Or worse, a patient? What do you think, we should keep this to ourselves? And not tell Dr. Morphine? Oh, couldn't that be dangerous? Oh, you're right. We don't have any evidence. Oh, and I'd hate to worry Alexandria unnecessarily. Oh, it could be anybody out there tying knives to branches. Not an accusation you won't make lightly.
Regardless, we're losing revenue in ways that I find completely unacceptable. Somebody needs to step up, and I mean you, Nurse Clara Form. Would you mind taking on a few extra tasks around the hospital? I know you've had some free time since you cured exploding face disease.
This could be just the thing to perk you up, nurse.
I wouldn't be anything too strenuous. Do you think you could manage to pull some teeth?
You want me to pull teeth?
When necessary.
I could do that.
Perfect. Wherever those bloody dentists are, they can stay there.
Oh, what shall we tell Dr. Hausen?
Oh, we'd best be honest with him. It's always good to be straightforward with these sorts of things.
Oh, I hope he isn't too disappointed.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon. Oh, I suppose we should bring something to soften the blow?
Oh, good idea. Perhaps we could bring dinner.
Oh yes, I have a new recipe for shepherd's pie that people have been dying to try out.
Oh, but where are we going to find a shepherd at this hour?
I have plenty of fish here, gentlemen. You could help yourself.
Such a kind man, such a gentleman to help us solve dinner problems.
Oh yes, it's always nice to sample the local cuisine.
My carefully crafted plans crumble from beneath me like a sandcastle at the beach, washed away by the rains of insanity, like great cliffs worn down under by eons of rivers that are indifferent to the laws of moral society. Will I ever return to my deserved stature? Must I sit here in recluse and ruin because the gods have decided to favor chaos over order? Like a cruel roll of a dice? Jesus Christ.
Precisely. Very well put, Mr. Narcotic. Life is wretched. The Sawbones are wretched. Miss Clara Form is wretched.
Oh, I thought she seemed rather pleasant.
Oh yes, what a dear. I could just eat her up.
But what about the plans?
But what happened to destroying that vicious wasp, allowing us access to the sweet nectar of the unprotected Sawbones?
Oh, they failed entirely.
Oh yes, quite spectacularly.
Oh yes, but we did nearly manage to capture Dr. Heroin in several of them.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yes, good! However, Nurse Clara Form managed to save her every time.
Oh yes, quite spectacular.
Why? I don't understand. Such a sadist should take pleasure in her imminent demise. I don't understand. Somebody make me understand. I need to understand!
Enough worrying, Dr. Hausen. I have that taken care of.
You have?
Yes. After Mr. Narcotic failed miserably with the letter, you would forgive me if I wouldn't trust those two, no offense, to dispatch Nurse Stopwatch effectively.
But why? Everything should have worked.
You're trying to apply logic and reasoning to a group of murderous sadists who chop off healthy limbs for their own grim satisfaction.
So,
your plan was doomed to fail. We need to try a new approach.
But we've tried the subtle approach, we've tried the direct approach. What else is there?
That, Dr. Hausen, is precisely my point, and precisely what I have planned. It's time for the Asclepius Association to play a new game.
Hi, I'm Drew Schrauwen, and I play Miss Abstinence Mercury on Season 2 of the Sawbones Society. Miss Mercury is a new character on the Sawbones Society. She actually gave Miss Abby Sinthe her license because she is a forger. It is a fake license. Miss Mercury is a very posh character on the show. She is actually also very fake. Everything about her is fake. Her jewelry is fake. Her accent is very fake. But she just thinks that she is better than everybody else, especially Mr. Ether. The act of forgery was producing the copy of a document, a signature, banknote, or even a work of art, and producing it as your own or someone else's. Miss Mercury most commonly forges licenses, usually monetary, marriage, and medical licenses. Mercury was in use as a medicine by the early 16th century. Many mercury-containing products claimed to cure a varied array of ailments, and also very unrelated ailments sometimes, including melancholy, constipation, influenza, parasites, and syphilis, many others as well. Unfortunately, now we know that it is very poisonous to us, actually. It can erode skin, eyes, gastrointestinal tracts. This makes it very harmful to our nervous, immune, and digestive systems. It can even induce lung and kidney toxicity, and sometimes even induce death. It's a good thing Miss Mercury is friends with so many doctors. One common punishment in the 19th century was, and something that actually all of the characters on the Sawbones Society should have been very worried about, was punishment by deportation. 3 popular types of crimes that were punishable by transportation or deportation were theft, rebellion towards the king by Irish and Scottish immigrants, and other violent crimes such as rape, robbery, kidnapping, and murder. It's said that some of the skills that were needed for forgery were actually to be quite artistic, to know a lot about chemistry, and to be a writer as well. So there were a lot of skills involved with being a forger, which is something that Abby did really need in a friend since she couldn't read or write. Which was something else that Miss Mercury could feel superior to Miss Abby Sinthe for. Maybe would send her some very eloquently written birthday cards that she knew she couldn't read.
Am I showing you my new tattoo? Look at it. It says beautiful in Chinese.
Oh, that it is, yes.
Yeah. What?
Did you know it also says con artist en anglais?
You're kidding. You wrote it for me. I handed you paper.
It's not my fault that you are an uneducated fool.
Oh, that is so uncalled for. Do you have any 5s?
Go fish.
Can I get any 5s? Can I get a tattoo? It's your turn.
Do you have a 10?
No. Go drown.
Excusez-moi.
What?
But if you're going to be like that...
I will be like that. Well?
Silly little ninny.
I forgot to pick up your card. There we go. Save my night. Got any 8s?
Go fish.
Oh, look at that.
Whatever. Do you have a 9?
No, go fish. Got any queens? Ha!
How about a king?
No, go fish.
So boring.
This is a caramel, karma, whatever they call it.
Get out of my house!